I'll tell you, I feel alone back here on a stormy night. The sky is black. No cell reception. Nobody around for 50 kilometers. Haven't seen another vehicle since I left the highway. Good evening, guys. 8 o'clock. We're going to get in the truck tonight and go on a little different adventure. We're going to head 150 kilometers round trip up towards the Quebec border through the back logging roads. I've got a bunch of swamps I want to check out, and we're going to do a night investigation. So I got lots of lights, 3 flashlights. We got our night vision camera over here, the Bushnell. We've got the infrared night mode camcorder, and we've also got our sound recorder back here on the parabolic dish. It's been cold and miserable all day. Snowing right now, very lightly, but cold. You can see some snowflakes down there on the hood of the truck. -1 right now. So we can actually try to get multiple things tonight. We can try to get wildlife with the night vision camera. I want to get sounds of the swamp. The frogs and everything are out now, although it's been really cold the last few days, so we might not get any frog recordings. But if we travel 50 kilometers back in the bush, it's going to be quiet, so we should be able to get nice clean recordings. I don't know what we'll get, if anything. We'll also keep our eyes, like I say, open for any light anomalies in the sky. So just out in the field here, we're only a couple miles from home, and I see some deer. A lot of the critters like to come out in the evening. This is the time they get away from predators, right? They get into the open fields. You won't see them out there during the day, but as it gets dark, things start to come out, and that's what I'm hoping we're going to see tonight. Alright guys, we are about 43 kilometers back in the bush. This is the first little swamp that I want to use the night vision on and just see what parabolic sounds are out here as well. So this is the first stop of the night. What is that out there? You guys see that light out there? There's something out there in the swamp. So I've kind of set the tripod up on the seat, and then we can pan around on the video head here and make it a little smoother with the night camera. I really thought there was a moose or something out there. When I was hand holding it, I could see a reflection of something, but it hasn't moved in all the time it took me to set up the tripod, so it must be a reflector, a sign or something. It wouldn't be a sign out in the swamp, but something man-made is reflecting out there in the swamp. So as you guys can see from the night camera footage, it's snowing pretty good right now. And the skies are therefore clouded over, so I'm not sure what we're going to see for light anomalies and things like that. We can't see the stars right now. Okay, that was weird. We've been sitting here 10-15 minutes. The key is in the off position. All the lights are out on the dash. I'm looking out over the swamp, and all of a sudden the truck makes a noise and all the dash lights up. I don't know what that was about. And then it went out again. But every instrument cluster here just lit up. And I haven't touched the key. It's in the off position. Kind of freaked me out. On to the next. This road is pretty much in the shape that you would figure it should be. Northern Ontario, spring. It doesn't get much attention in the best of times. These old logging roads, if they're not hauling on them, they're not maintaining them, right? So it's a good workout for the 4x4 in the truck tonight. Well, we're at the next little swamp here. And I'm not seeing anything. I can see really good with the night camera. I'm just not seeing anything out in the swamp. Well, I was wrong. We got some geese out there. So there's something out there tonight anyway. I've got my really bright spotlight with me tonight, and I'm using it to look for eye shine. If we see anything and I can't identify what it is, we could also use the night camera for that. I've also put the windows down as I'm just slowly driving along. Sometimes you'll hear things. You know, when we're bird hunting, I drive with the windows down all the time. So you never know. It's just, we might hear something off to the side and I'll be able to stop and investigate. Hopefully I don't run into any M&R guys back here tonight, because they'll be like, what are you spotlighting for? I don't have any weapons on me, so that should be an easy explanation. We're here to try to film a moose, or I won't say Bigfoot. Trust me, if you can get away without looking crazy, that's the best option. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's moose tracks on the road right there. 2 sets. Right there. And then another set over here. You can see a couple right there. All right, and I can confirm, I think there's a swamp down here. I can confirm, I just got a creepy feeling. I'm in a truck with windows up, secure as can be, and the hair on the back of my neck just stood up coming around the corner back there. We're at a great big open swamp here. Basically the road goes in the narrow part of the swamp, so either side of the truck. I've given it a good scan with the night camera, and believe it or not, I actually did it again with the spotlight afterwards. I can see better with the night camera than I can with the spotlight, and that's a very powerful spotlight. Pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. I just heard something while I was driving. It sounded like a scream, but that could be a fox. That could be when you're driving. I don't know. I heard something. It made me stop. We'll wait here 5 minutes and see if I hear it again. Well, I actually just tried to call my wife to tell her I'm going to be home after midnight, and I have no cell service. That's how far back here we are. I hadn't counted on that, so thankfully I drive a new vehicle. I mean, anything can go wrong. But hopefully we don't have any issues. Well, I was going to say I've got 11 kilometers to go back to get to the highway, and then a 45-minute drive from there, and I was going to turn you guys off and leave you with, well, if I see anything, I'll turn you back on. But know what? You guys are in this for the long haul. You guys are sticking the rest of this trip out with me here. Just looking for eyes, I'm looking for anything, come on. We're also down to the last bar on the camcorder. So I'm not sure if you guys are gonna make the last 11 kilometers out of here with me or not. If the screen goes black, you know what happened. I actually ordered 2 more batteries today. So we will have lots of batteries going into the future here. I'm beginning to suspect there are no Bigfoot or UFOs up here in Northern Ontario. We're gonna get out this summer as much as we can, and we are gonna try. We are going to get something on camera. We are gonna do a lot of camping out. Back of the truck, the trailer, even trips like this. You always hear the stories about guys doing a midnight beer run, right? Or whatever they're doing. Usually it involves beer of some kind. And that's when they see the Sam Squanch, right? One last swamp right here before we get to the highway. The highway actually runs beside this swamp, but we might as well use the night camera before we head out because we're here. It's the last one, so let's give it a go. Alright guys, that's it. 160 kilometer round trip. I still have to drive home on the highway. But thanks for joining me. We tried, and we will definitely try again. I think it's a good way to catch stuff just running across the road or out in the swamp. Who knows? We got the equipment, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it as often as I can get out. Thanks for joining me, guys.